Costa Rica is home to an enormous wealth of iconic animals, and along the course of our adventure we came across a number of well-known creatures. Among these species are a variety of amphibians that call this tropical paradise home, and our encounters with these guys made for some of the most exciting moments of the trip. While traversing the rainforest ecosystem, spotting tiny amphibians on the forest floor can be a daunting challenge, and oftentimes when you do spot an individual, you'll only have a few seconds to react before they disappear into the underbrush. However, this was a welcome challenge for us, and over the course of many days of searching, we managed to find and safely capture some of our biggest target species on the whole trip. It has been a lifelong goal of ours to see these species in the wild. So if you're ready, let's take a look at Costa Rica's most iconic amphibians.
Got him.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, I don't believe that. All right, show it to the camera.
All right, guys. Here we go. We got a Smokey jungle frog.
Oh man, let's get him into a controlled environment real quick.
Absolutely. All right. All right, guys. So we have our first amphibian capture of the trip, and it is none other than the Smokey jungle frog. Look at this guy. How cool is that? Now, this guy is actually just a juvenile. He's very small, but this species will actually get up to 7 inches in length, so they get pretty big compared to most of the amphibian species out here. Now, they're also known as the Savage's bullfrog, and these guys have a ton of different prey items. They'll take mostly invertebrates, but they'll also eat other amphibians and even small mammals at their full size.
He is beautiful.
I know, and he has that cryptic coloration that helps him blend in with all the dirt and the dead leaves. These guys are found mostly on the forest floor, and as you saw, we just found them actually under some wood piles.
Right over there. Now, these are extremely difficult to catch, no? I mean, this usually takes a long time.
Yeah, so we actually weren't thinking we were going to find amphibians until later in the night. It's actually still daytime. We were really lucky that we just flipped over some wood boards and we were able to come across this guy. They're usually a lot rarer. So, because he's just a juvenile, we're going to get him back into his hiding spot, and let's see what else we can find.
All right. So, in classic Wildlife Brothers fashion, I made the capture. Harrison will make the release.
I am so excited about this. We thought there was no way we were getting this frog on camera. All right, buddy. Get back onto your board. All right.
Look at that guy.
Look at him.
That's a big one, too.
He's a cane toad. And they, got him, are extremely poisonous. Wow! Check this out, guys. This guy here is a cane toad, better known as a marine toad in this part of the world, and this is actually the largest toad species in the entire world. Now, these guys are naturally found here in Costa Rica, and they're also found throughout Central and South America, but they've been introduced all over the place, including areas like southern Florida, and most famously in Australia, where they're causing huge amounts of environmental damage. Now, that is because this species is incredibly toxic. Take a look right here behind their head. You can see those big, basically they look like bumps. Those are called their parotoid glands. And in those parotoid glands, there is a very, very powerful neurotoxin, and it comes out as a very tacky white substance. And if that gets into the mouth of pretty much anything out here, it will almost immediately cause them to get a stomach ache and will eventually kill them. So that's why we are going to be washing our hands very thoroughly after getting this guy back into the environment. But take a look at that, our first cane toad here in Costa Rica. Check this out, guys. You're not going to believe it. We caught not 1, but 2 green and black poison frogs. So this species is not the most common frog out here, guys. We've been searching all day here at this national park, and we've finally come across 2 of these guys. Now, they are very toxic, and that is actually because of the food that they eat. So these guys are out here eating a lot of different ants and things like that with alkaloids in their bodies. So those alkaloids are processed by the frogs and they become a very powerful toxin. So any animal that comes out here and tries to eat one of these will almost certainly die. And they are extremely fast and a very, very rare animal. So we've been looking and trying all day to find one of these to show you, and we caught 2. This is absolutely a dream come true, guys.
Amphibians are the most threatened class of vertebrates on the planet, with over 40% of global amphibian species defined as threatened or endangered. They are subject to virulent diseases, rampant habitat destruction, and the introduction of many toxic chemicals into their environment in the form of air and water pollution. Because amphibians are such sensitive organisms by nature, they feel detrimental changes to an ecosystem's health even more acutely, and it is difficult for many species to overcome the challenges that lie ahead of them. This is exactly why getting to feature these incredible amphibians was such a treat for us, as we got to work with some famous and fascinating anuran species and raise awareness for the conservation issues that they are facing in the wild. If you enjoyed this up-close look at some of Costa Rica's most iconic amphibian residents, leave a like on the video and tell us in the comments down below which one was your favorite. And don't forget to subscribe to the Wildlife Brothers now, because we have so much content coming out soon that you guys will not want to miss. See you later, everyone!